Hello, this is Zahirul Alam. Welcome to Beyond Borders. Today we are honored to have with us International Inner Wheel President K. Morland on her first official visit to Bangladesh. We will explore her journey, her vision, and her thoughts on service and empowerment through Inner Wheel. Welcome, K. Morland on Beyond Borders.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to be here.
Yeah, I mentioned that this is your first visit to Bangladesh as Inner Wheel President. So, how do you feel on your first visit ever?
It's my first visit to Bangladesh as anything, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. The people here are just very friendly, lovely. I've only had a few days here, as you know, so I'm still making my impressions, but so far it's been absolutely lovely. I knew not a lot about Bangladesh. I come from a big country and this is a very small country.
Yeah.
And I guess somewhere in
From
the mix...
Australia?
Yes, sorry. Somewhere in the mix I don't know a lot about it, or I didn't, but I'm finding out, and with the help of the Inner Wheel members here, getting to know a bit more about your heritage, and yeah, it's been very enlightening to date.
Since you're making your impression about Bangladesh, about Inner Wheel movement, so so far, how have you experienced the journey of Inner Wheel, especially in Bangladesh chapter?
Well, I've had quite a bit to do with electronically, with emails and that, with two of the district chairmen here, and with Dilruba, a past board director, and with invitations to come and visit, which originally was supposed to happen last year, but then was postponed, and then ended up being rescheduled to this week. So I haven't really, I've only been here a few days. It's really difficult to answer a question like that.
Okay.
The interaction that I've had with the members has been amazing.
Okay.
And the growth, within a very short time, they've gone from one district to 3 districts, and there are, I'm not even sure, but about 170 clubs, I think, in this country now, and the growth has been quite quick from the first club. I beg your pardon. From the first club, the growth has been quite fast.
Okay.
I hope that they can retain that, but time will tell. But I know actually at a dinner meeting last night, I was privileged to hand a charter to 2 new clubs which were starting up in Bangladesh, which was very exciting, and also talk of an e-club, which is a club that meets via Zoom or electronic media. And they can meet in person, but to meet electronically, sometimes these young women are busy and they can't spare the time that the older generation can.
If we talk about globally, as the president of International Inner Wheel, what were the key priorities you did have, or you have
for this year?
Yeah.
So my focus this year was on leadership, was on trying to enthuse and inspire members to take up leadership roles within the organisation, to show other members that if I can do it, you can do it, and to lead. My theme is step up and lead by example, and so I've actually had very good feedback from a number of countries that I have visited, that it's actually having an impact because it's something that members can relate to. They can, well, I will have a go and see if I can do it. And then once they get there, the support from Inner Wheel members, if you're going to be a club president or something that you think you can't do, and you do take on the role, the support from club members is quite astounding. And it gives you the confidence to speak to a group of people, which maybe you've never done before. It gives you the confidence to perhaps put your hand up and do something at a higher level.
Okay, so you're talking about that Bangladesh is heading towards right direction.
It looks as though it is.
Yeah. But if you want that the leadership in Bangladesh inner wheel districts, in which areas you want them to prioritize, you want them to emphasize, you want them to move forward with the issues?
The way to move forward with membership is
membership.
Yeah, well, membership is growth, obviously, and so the only way we can do that, I think, is by encouraging friends to come along, see if they come to a meeting, see if they like it, and perhaps join, and to promote the Inner Wheel logo, our brand. This is the Inner Wheel logo, right?
Okay.
So when clubs perform social projects, when they help people in need, not because they have to do it, but because at the end of the day, when they do something like that, it gives you a feeling in here that you can't replace and you can't put a price on. So when they do things like that, they have to publicise what they do, and they have to. This has to go out so that people say, "Look what they're doing. Oh, that's Inner Wheel." At the moment, people think, "I don't know what that is." And what we need to do is get our logo out there so people can identify Inner Wheel with acts of kindness, acts of good, support for people in need, those things.
What is your impression? Does the global community really know about Inner Wheel?
No. I think self-promotion can be a bit daunting for some people because they don't like to brag about what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem with Inner Wheel, but and also because we originally started through Rotary. So, because at that time when Inner Wheel started, Rotary did not have women members, and so from that beginning, Inner Wheel was born. Inner Wheel's been going now for 102 years, and started in Great Britain, and so all that time we've been, I think, under the umbrella of Rotary a little bit in the first instance, which isn't a bad place, but it doesn't give us our independence, and we don't operate under the same rules as they do. There's a number of differences, but to get our logo out there, we need to, or to get people to know what Inner Wheel is, we need to tell them, but we need to be telling them at every opportunity, every time we get a Facebook post, something on Instagram, on YouTube, whatever. This needs to be there with what we do.
In terms of membership, what's the trend? Do you see the incremental progress in inducting or?
At the moment, the trend is not forward, and that's reflected in the membership of all community service groups throughout the world. So we're talking Rotary, Lions, Zonta, all of the big voluntary service groups, whether they're male or female or both, are all struggling with membership.
And about the social service, social projects, the community service, how do you see the amount of projects in Bangladesh that they are undertaking, and what are the progress you have?
So I have only witnessed a couple of projects at the moment. I was fortunate to view a video on some projects yesterday. They're all working with women and children. They're all helping people in need, less fortunate people, people with physical disabilities, the aged people, sometimes children that are left without as orphans, all sorts of things, but everywhere they're doing the same things as they're doing here in Bangladesh.
What is the most, if you can share with us, the most meaningful experience ever you have gained during this long journey within Inner Wheel?
I think confidence. I know I was a bit of a mouse. I was not confident in my own ability. I wasn't confident to speak in front of a group of people until I became an Inner Wheel president for my club. And then all of a sudden I was charged with responsibilities that to obviously run meetings, etc. From there I moved up. The next level is a district level. At that stage there were 19 districts, 19 clubs in the district I was a member of. And that moved from there to national level. So I was president of Inner Wheel Australia after 20 years of being in Inner Wheel. And with confidence comes the ability to walk up to people and to befriend them, to talk to them, to look them in the eye and connect with them.
how Bangladesh Innerville chapter or districts can move forward effectively with this movement?
It's just promotion. You do have members that are out there. I've met 2 or 3 mother and daughter teams, which is a really good sign because the daughter is obviously younger, and for us to flourish into the future, we need younger members to come in because no one lives forever.
Are they interested, the younger members?
Well, some of them are. Some of them appear to be, but there's enthusiasm that will get them there. They, as I say, they're not going to want to sit around a table and chat and drink tea. They're going to want to go out and do something. The gift that Innerville gives you is, and other service organisations too, it's not just for us, but it gives you a way to pay back to community, and in doing that, and it doesn't matter what the project is, but at the end of the day, if you have made a difference in somebody's life, if you have made a difference to their family life, to their health, to whatever it is, and not because you had to, but because they needed it and you had the ability or the capacity or whatever within your club to do it, at the end of the day, there's a feeling that you get that it sends tingles up your spine. There is nothing like it in the world. You can't buy it, you give it, and it's something that happens with love.
What are the major challenges stand against all those voluntary community services? That fun mentality, mindset, or any institutional support, or any kind of, lack of motivation? What are the areas you would identify that as a challenge for rendering community service?
I don't see any of that in Innerville. Perhaps a lack of finance, because in Innerville we don't have sponsorship per se. Clubs might source their own sponsors, perhaps for a particular project, but on the whole, Innerville projects are run by members, and the funds are based
voluntary contribution.
Fundraising. So it could be a dinner, it could be a golf day, a charity golf day or something like that. It could be a masked ball, it could be a trivia night, it could be anything. A marathon run, I understand that you're a bit of a marathon runner. Yeah. It could be a marathon run, we could charge you to run in.
Yeah, sure.
That sort of thing. And that's where we raise a lot of money. That's the money that goes into supporting our projects.
Can the governments or the institutions be your partner, or is there any effort to have partnership, forged partnership or collaboration to steer through all those service projects for the well-being of the society?
Not on a long term. That's kind of not the way we operate. But there are, as I say, there are a number of countries that are able to source funding for projects. They don't source, it's not funding for the club or for whatever you want to do. You actually go to them with a project, with a plan in mind for something that needs to be done, or something that you feel needs to be done, and members will go out, and it happens at home in Australia too, will go out to businesses looking for support, financial support, or perhaps donations in kind to go towards whatever the project is.
Okay, so we're almost at the end of our conversation. If you can share, what actually, being a president or being a member of Innerville, what makes you happy, or what made you actually sad seeing the state of the condition of the society? The women, distressed women, or the children. Is there anything that really made you stressed? And
there's a thing that didn't make me stressed, but it made me cry. And we were in, and this is terrible, I think it might have been Northern Cyprus, and it was a home for people with disabilities, but it was mental disabilities. And we went there and we took gifts of jumpers and things for, they were adults that were there, adult children, if you like. And so we were greeted by them, we chatted with them all, and then we gave them a gift bag with, the boys got hats, and I can't remember what the girls got, and a jumper or a scarf or something, because it was coming into winter. And one young man came up to me and he just looked at me and he said, "My mum died. Can I have a hug?" And I just, that was me, I was gone. That was me, just go. So things like that, and all this child needed was a hug. He just
Need a hug.
He just need a hug. Yeah, so, and things that make me happy, or lots of it makes me happy a lot of the time. Well, I will tell you a quick story, and this is a personal story, but not related to, well, it is related to inner wheel. I have 9 grandchildren. One of my grandchildren, he was about 18 at the time, and I was driving the car and he was sitting beside me, and he mentioned something about Rotary to me. He had 2 friends in the back seat, and one said to him, "What's Rotary?" And my gorgeous grandson, who I will love forever, said, "It's the men's half of inner wheel." And I thought to myself, now that's because I talk inner wheel to him all the time.
Yeah.
And that says to me, that's what we need to do. We need to get out there and we need to talk inner wheel to everybody, so that never again will anyone
Conveying
say...
the message, extending
Yes.
the... Yeah.
No one will ever say, "Inner wheel, what's that?" That would be a really nice world to live in.
What memories you're carrying back home?
Pardon? What memories?
Yeah.
I know. Memories from every single place. My heart's full of memories. Just amazing. And I've got photos to prove it and a scrapbook to come.
Thank you very much, Kay Morland, for being here.
You're
joining
welcome.
us
Thank you
on
so
this
much for your
conversation.
time and your interest. I
It's a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Great pleasure
Thank
having
you.
you. Thank you for joining us. And she shared her inspiring thoughts with us. I wish you a meaningful stay in her Kay Morland in Bangladesh, and continued success as her global mission of friendship, service, and leadership. Thank you, viewers, for watching Beyond Borders. We would like to see you again on the next episode. Until then, do take care and goodbye.